verses 1 and 3 of the national anthem. Welcome to the 127th Annual MHS Commencement. Today, I'd like to start off by I'd like to introduce the salutatorian first, Elise Brownbridge. Elise Brownbridge is a daughter of Michael Brownbridge and Cheryl Moore. She graduates with a 3.96 grade point average and plans to study pre-medicine at Purdue University. She's a member of National Honor Society and hopes to become a pediatrician. At this time, it's my great honor and pleasure to introduce Elise Brownbridge, salutatorian. Next, it's my honor and privilege to introduce the two valedictorians of the class of 2004. The first is Christina Leckleitner. She is the daughter of Mike and Ellen Leckleitner. She graduates this year with a 4.0 grade point average and plans to study chemistry and Japanese in college. Christina participated in Orchestra Spellbowl Japanese Club, and she is in Who's Who among American high school students, a National Merit Scholarship commended student. At this time, it's my privilege to introduce the valedictorian, one of the valedictorians for this class, Christina Leckleitner.
Class of 2004, congratulations. I know how glad you all are to finally be graduating. It feels great to be done with high school once and for all and receive a diploma signifying that you conquered what may have at times seemed like the impossible. You are prepared for many joys to come in this new part of life you're entering. I encourage you to seize that joy, but also know that it comes with a great deal of responsibility. Whether your future plans include college, working, or something else, you can make a difference in the world. You probably have many dreams and desires for this new stage of your life, but I hope that while you strive to achieve them, you will always live a life that includes giving to the world rather than taking from it. As new adults, it's sometimes easy to feel like we're in charge, that our newfound freedom makes us the center of everything, able to take whatever we feel we're owed and do whatever it takes to get ahead. I encourage you to look at your freedom in a different light. Now that we are adults going out into the world, we have the freedom to decide whether our presence will be a blessing to the world or a burden. We have a huge opportunity to not just push our way through life on the road that leads straight to our own success, but to make the world a better place by taking a few side roads along the way to help others achieve their goals. The true measure of success is not how much you have achieved for yourself, but how much you have helped the world achieve. I hope you will all make the most of your lives and never forget the good times you had in high school. Always look at life positively, knowing that everything will always work out for the greater good. Congratulations again on finally making it to the first day of the rest of your lives.
by this time, I'd like to introduce the next valedictorian. Her name is Alice Wilson. She is the daughter of Jim and Lucy Wilson. She will graduate with a 4.0 cum and plans to study agriculture and biological engineering at Purdue University. She was the president of National Honor Society, a drum major, the captain of the tennis team, and a Mental Attitude Award winner for the swim team. And now, it's my privilege to introduce Alice Wilson.
Congratulations, seniors. Our high school careers have come to an end, and we're about to begin new chapters in our lives. Everything has gone by so fast, hasn't it? All that we have learned and experienced in these past years together will help us carry on in the future when we are off on our own. The choices and decisions we make will determine the happiness and the amount of joy in our lives. High school has really taught me how to take advantage of opportunities and make the best of situations. Times will get rough in our lives, and there will be situations we can't control. But if we build a strong foundation now, we will be able to make it through. Get to know yourself and find out what you want out of life. Spend some time this summer reflecting on our years at Mishawaka and then look to the future. I urge you to make good decisions and take chances for the better. Our lives are so precious, and we need to realize that. We must surround ourselves with positive behavior and friendships so we can live life to the fullest. Now is the time to make more goals for college and our careers. Live your own life and don't let anyone get in the way of your goals and dreams. Good luck, seniors, and congratulations.
At this time, before I introduce Mr. Mills and he introduces the board members that are present, I'd like to take this time to remember, and I would be remiss if I didn't, former President Ronald Reagan, who just passed away. Also, I'd like to take this time to remember a colleague that passed away at the beginning of this school year, Mr. Chris Robertson. Also, Officer Verkler and Officer Roberts, who gave their life in the line of duty in Mishawaka this year. And last but not least, I'd like to remember, and especially all of the World War II veterans that are in the stands right now here at Commencement. I'd like everyone to remember that this is a very famous date, June 6th. This is D-Day, so thank you very much to all of those World War II veterans in the city. I'd like at this time to introduce Mr. Stephen Mills, who is the superintendent of the school city of Mishawaka. Mr. Mills.
Thank you, Dr. Marzano. Members of the board, Dr. Fleming, class of 2004, parents, relatives, friends, welcome to the 127th Mishawaka High School Commencement, a celebration of student success. American statesman John Foster Dulles said that the measure of success is not whether you have a tough problem to deal with, but whether it's the same problem you had last year. Margaret Collins, in speaking of success, said that success doesn't come to you, you go to it. Another quote, coming from that great spokesperson, Anonymous, defines success as only coming before work in the dictionary. Regardless of how it is defined, today success is yours, and we are pleased to be able to celebrate it with you. It's my pleasure to introduce to you those individuals who comprise the School City of Mishawaka Board of School Trustees. These individuals will officially accept this graduating class, presenting each graduate with a high school diploma in recognition of completion of all educational requirements for graduation. I feel very fortunate to have a career and a position that I truly enjoy, feel passionate about, and feel makes an important contribution in this community. The individuals that I am about to introduce are also very passionate about their work and approaching each educationally related decision that they must make with their own passion for doing that which is in the best interest of the community. They give hours of service to provide the overall policy and direction for the school corporation, setting goals, evaluating programs, personnel, and facilities, setting high standards for all of our students to assure that each receives the rich educational experience they need and deserve. As I introduce them to you, I would ask that they all remain standing so that we might give them due recognition as a group. First, I'd like to introduce Mrs. Ann Wiesjohn, President of the Board. Mr. L.C. Wayne, Vice President of the Board. Mr. Michael Tesiak, Secretary of the Board. Mr. Rob Perkins, Board Member. Mr. Larry Stilson, Board Member. Please give them all a well-deserved round of applause. Ralph Waldo Emerson once said that each man has his own vocation. His talent is his call. There is one direction in which all space is open to him. He certainly found his own vocation through his writing. He had the innate ability to paint beautifully powerful word pictures and phrases such as, "Life is a train of moods, like a string of beads, and as we pass through them, they prove to be many colored lenses which paint the world their own hue, and each shows us only what lies in its own focus." As you go forth today, with the rest of your life before you, you will meet many people, have many experiences, learn many new things, all presented within the particular focus of the moment. Be accepting of others and their perspectives. Be open to new ideas and new learnings, but always be grounded in the moment and in yourself. Sift those experiences through the sound foundations which have been established through your families and the learnings of your educational experiences to this point. Through your own sense of right and wrong and your own wisdom and truths, seek your own vocation, one for which you have a deep passion, one which provides excitement for each meeting, each new day. Go forth and prosper. Good luck and Godspeed.
At this time, I'd like to introduce Dr. Shriver Fleming. Deborah A. Shriver Fleming, DMD, is a Michiana native, having graduated in 1978 from Mishawaka High School. While at Mishawaka High School, she earned 9 varsity letters, 3 each in volleyball, basketball, and track. She was the first female athlete at Mishawaka High School to earn the coveted white letter sweater. She was 2-year member of National Honor Society. She was the first chair cellist in the orchestra. She also was a member of a cappella choir Madrigal Society. She graduated as a member of the Thespian Society. After graduation from Mishawaka High School, she attended University of Kentucky on a volleyball scholarship. After winning 4 letters at the University of Kentucky and starting at the starting center on the volleyball team, she graduated in 1986 with distinction. She then attended the University of Kentucky College of Dentistry, graduating in 1986 as a member of the honorary dental fraternity OKU, reserved for dental students only with the highest academic accomplishments. Dr. Fleming completed a general practice residency at the University of Louisville in 1987. After practicing in Louisville for 3 years, Dr. Fleming returned to Mishawaka, where she was born and raised. She joined her father, Dr. Robert Schreiber, in private practice in 1960. Dr. Fleming is currently Vice President of North Central Dentists Association. She was past president of the Mishawaka Dental Society and the member of Beta Gamma chapter of the Tri Kappa. She's a member of Junior League of South Bend and also serves as a trustee of her church. Dr. Fleming is one of only 102 dentists worldwide who who are visiting faculty at the Penke Institute, a world-renowned center for dental education in Key Biscayne, Florida. Dr. Fleming is married. She is a mother of 4 children and resides in South Bend. Please give Dr. Fleming a very warm applause.
Thank you, Mr. Marzotto. I would also like to thank the 2004 senior class and Mr. Beeler, where'd he go, for this honor to stand before you today. Congratulations to the Mishawaka High School class of 2004. High school graduation is a time when a variety of emotions is experienced. I am sure you all feel a well-deserved sense of pride and accomplishment. Some may feel a sense of relief, and others may feel some uncertainty. Almost everyone, no doubt, feels a sense of happiness and excitement, yet at the same time feelings of sadness and melancholy creep in as you leave these familiar surroundings you've been accustomed to these last 4 years. You are not only leaving this fantastic building, but also the people with whom you've grown so close that they seem like family. Standing here, I too am experiencing a variety of emotions. Needless to say, I definitely have a case of the butterflies, but I also have a feeling of humility and nostalgia. I was sitting in your chair 26 years ago in 1978, all wide-eyed and excited about what the future would hold. I was anxious about going away to college, to the University of Kentucky, but really looking forward to playing volleyball. My plan at that time was to be a teacher and a coach, probably move to North Carolina, somewhere between the mountains and the ocean, and at age 30, find the perfect man to marry, have 3 children, 2 boys and a girl. Never in a million years did I think that 26 years later, I would be standing before you, living back in the Michiana area and practicing dentistry. Where did the time go? And how did I end up where I am? How does anyone end up where he or she is? When Mr. Marzotto asked me to speak at this year's graduation, I was completely surprised but greatly honored by the request. My first thought was, what am I going to talk about? What could I possibly have to say? I was pretty sure you did not want to hear about the latest techniques for dent and bonding of an MOD lab process composite inlay. Mr. Marzotto gave me some suggestions, and one of them was to talk about something I learned since I graduated that I would like to share with the graduates. Well, I began to think about that. What came to me as the most important lesson I learned in the last 26 years was the importance of the choices I made throughout my life and the realization that I am the only one responsible for my decisions. I want to tell you a story about a man named Michael. He's the kind of guy who's always in a good mood and always has something positive to say. When I would ask him how he was doing, he'd reply, "If I were any better, I'd be twins." He was a natural motivator. If someone were having a bad day, he would tell them to look at the positive side of the situation. Seeing his attitude really made me curious. So one day I said to him, "I don't get it. You can't be a positive person all the time. How do you do it?" Michael told me that each morning when he woke up, he'd say, "Self, you have 2 choices today. You can choose to be in a good mood, or you can choose to be in a bad mood." He said he always decided to be in a good mood. Each time something bad happened, he said that he had the choice to either be a victim or to learn from it. He made the conscious decision to learn from it. complaining, he could either accept their complaining or he could point out the positive side. He said he always chose to talk about the positive side of life. I told him that it couldn't be that easy. He calmly looked at me and said, "Yes, it is. You see, life is all about choices. When you cut away all the junk, every situation is a choice. You choose how people affect your mood. You choose to be in a good mood or a bad mood. The bottom line is this: it's your choice how you live your life." I thought about that conversation off and on over the years, and for a while I lost touch with Michael. Then I heard he was in a very serious accident, falling 60 feet from a communications tower. After 18 hours of surgery and weeks of intensive care, Michael was released from the hospital with rods in his back. I saw him about 6 months after his accident and asked him how he was doing. And you know what his reply was? "If I'd be any better, I'd be twins. Want to see my scars?" I told him no thanks on the scars, but I did ask him what went through his mind as the accident took place. He said the first thing he thought about was the well-being of his soon-to-be-born daughter. Then he said that as he lay on the ground, he remembered he had two choices. He could choose to live, or he could choose to die. He chose to live. I asked him if he were scared or if he lost consciousness, and he said the paramedics were great, and he kept talking to him and said he was going to be fine. But when they wheeled him into the ER and he saw the expressions on the faces of the nurses and doctors, he got scared. In their eyes, he read, "He's a dead man." He said at that point he knew he needed to take some kind of action. He said there was a nurse yelling questions at him, and she asked if he was allergic to anything. He said, "Yes, I am." Everyone froze and looked at him and waited for his reply. So he took a deep breath and yelled, "Gravity!" When they all stopped laughing, he very calmly said to them, "I am choosing to live. Operate on me as if I am alive, not dead." Well, obviously, Michael did live thanks to the skills of his doctors, but also because of his amazing attitude. I learned from him that every day we have the choice to live fully. When you're our child, you have very little opportunity to make your own choices. Your parents make most of them, from what you wear, to what you eat, to when you go to bed. The list goes on. But as you grow, there are more and more opportunities for you to make choices. In high school, you have choices all day, every day. Some are small, like what to wear or should I do my homework. Others are bigger, like should I go to school? Should I drive the speed limit? Should I be home when my parents told me? Some choices can have life or death consequences. Again, I congratulate you. You have made the choice to graduate from high school, and that is one of the most important decisions you can make in your young life so far. This decision has the potential to open many opportunities for either future employment or educational opportunities. As you leave high school and either start a new job or head off to college, you will be bombarded by more and more choices. I beg you to realize that the choices you make will determine where you end up in life. The choices you make will determine your happiness, your economic success, your family life, and even your health. Your choices will determine everything about you. Harry Emerson Fosdick once said, "He who chooses the beginning of the road chooses the place it leads to. It is the means that determines the end." When you're young, you may think that a particular choice is small and insignificant, that it doesn't matter. But it is the small choices that add up that will determine your future. It could be one small mistake of drinking and driving that could change your life. It could be one small mistake of an inappropriate relationship that could make you a parent prematurely. When I reflect on the last 26 years, there were very few major choices in my life, And usually they came about because of an accumulation of smaller ones. As you leave home and start out on your own, you will be held more and more accountable for your decisions. As you grow, I would wish for all of you the gift of wisdom. Webster's dictionary defines wisdom as sound judgment. I would propose, however, that wisdom is a series of correct, smaller choices, often after the advice from others. The book of Proverbs says that if you listen to correction to improve your life, you will live among the wise. I would encourage you to look for guidance and assistance as the choices you make carry more and more weight. So how did I end up practicing dentistry back in my hometown? It was because of all the choices I made over the last 26 years, the good and the not so good. And if I could give you one piece of advice as you graduate from Mishawaka High School, it would be to please remember that the choices you make, even the little ones, will determine where you are 26 years from now. And finally, to help guide you in your choices, I would like to quote from Proverbs chapter 3, verses 5 through 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and don't depend on your own understanding. Remember the Lord in all you do, and He will give you success. Congratulations to the class of 2004.
Thank you very much, Dr. Fleming. At this time, I'd like to present School Board President Mrs. Wischan. I'd like to present the Mishawaka High School class of 2004. They have met all of the requirements set forth by the state of Indiana and our school corporation. Mrs. Wischan.
Thank you, Dr. Marzano. To each and every one in this room today, it is an extraordinary honor and privilege to accept the Mishawaka High School class of 2004. For this class, I have a particular affinity. As you began your freshman year 4 years ago, I began my freshman year serving this school board. I suspect that as you reflect upon the last 4 years, you will find they've been the fullest and most memorable experience today. My hope is that they also have been the most fulfilling for each of you. Your presence here today gives testimony to the successes you've already achieved. You've demonstrated mastery of a diverse and myriad array of academic skills. As a class, you have been tested, assessed, and measured against some of the highest standards in the state and found to be eminently capable. Know that you've truly accomplished much in your time at MHS. Today, you prepare to move forward to life's next stage. Some of you will be pursuing further education. Some may move to military service, to jobs, career building, and other pursuits. You're well equipped to be successful, whatever your chosen path. May you keep your minds open to the possibilities and your hearts true to your passions. In addition to the academic achievement, the last 4 years have been filled with many other noteworthy accomplishments as well. Our athletic and academic teams have fared well competitively across the region and the state. The members of the drama groups, choir, band, and orchestra have shared their talents time and again for our community and many others in the area. Many of you have done so while successfully balancing multiple school, job, family, church, club, and team commitments. Above and beyond this, you have continued the tradition of service. You have given tremendously and generously of your time and talents to the Mishawaka community and all of its members. You've completed a multitude of service projects and many hours of volunteer work and support. You've participated in service clubs and fundraisers. You've achieved an understanding understanding of the value of giving and service to your community. As you have enriched your community, so you have enriched yourselves. I encourage each of you to continue to make the effort to touch as many lives as you can with all that you have to offer. As you move to that next stage, you will be facing challenges, decisions, and independence that could make it the most difficult you have faced so far. But you do so with an abundance of intellectual capital. Your education, your skills, your experience, and most importantly, your character, combine to make you the competent, capable, and caring citizens you become. William Shakespeare offered, "It is not in the stars to hold our destiny, but in ourselves." And now is that time for you to move forward to your destiny. Seek and find your passion. Use and apply all that you have learned to pursue excellence in all things. Choose to be happy. Continue to grow through lifelong learning and exploration. Our wish is that you find fulfillment in the attainment of your goals. Later, as you move across the threshold of MHS, you may think it will be for the last time, but know that we await your return. Come back to Mishawaka. Bring your partners, your skills, your talents, your families, and your children back to our community and to our schools. As you are a part of our present, please be a part of our future. You are a credit to your families, to the Mishawaka community, and most importantly to yourselves. On behalf of all of us bearing witness to your acceptance today, best wishes, continued success, and much happiness in all that you do. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Michon. And now, we're going to read the names. We'll start with Ms. Nash, and then Mr. Troyer. Ms. Nash will start first, and she will read the names of the graduates, and then they will proceed up to the stage, come across the stage, and receive their diplomas. Ms. Nash.
The top 10 graduates for the class of 2004. Christina Joy Leckleitner. Alice Louise Wilson. Elise Nicole Brownbridge. Elizabeth N. Urban. Bradley Andrew Whistler. Jason Allen Wirtz. Whitney Nicole McMillan. Bethany Jean Anglin. Miranda Wald. Bernard Luis Fraga. Taylor Lauren Adams. Christopher Allen Aldrich. Laura Elizabeth Amaker. Amber Marie Armstrong. Angeline Jean Ashbolt. Alicia Nicole Ashburn. Keith Edward Barber. Sean Marcus. Nicole Christine Varner. Dustin L. Bell. Stephanie Elizabeth Bella. Andrea Benson. William Michael Bevins. Thomas Anthony Bianco. Dominic John Valencio. Natasha Sue Birdsall. Anna Elizabeth Bischoff. Scott T. Blanda. Brittany Nicole Blaine. Matthew Jacob Bowles. Kimberly Catherine Bonney. Kelly Nicole Borick. Daniel Scott Bowman. Lillian Marie Brennan. Lindsay Ann Bresky. Heather Marie Brock. Caitlin Elizabeth Brown. Travis Owen Burks. Christy Nicole Berzlaw. Stephanie Sue Campbell. Erin Lee Cantrell. Kirsten Marie Casey. Clinton Gabriel Catt. Monica Renee Sterlisi. Lottie Cheatham. Melinda Jean Chisholm. Melissa Sue Chisholm. Ian Choquette. Eric Cohen. Nicholas Ryan Cook. Brian Cooper. Brandon Jeffrey Corbelis. Christina Louise Cosby. Matthew Cotton. Alan Raymond Cox. Matt Rennie. Jessica Suzanne Crichton. Alex Pricey. Heather Curtis. Brandy Nicole Dalton. Alicia Leanne Davis. Justin Davis. Danielle Nicole Deal. Tyler Dean. Patty DeBailey. Joanna May DeSmith. Kyle Ray DeSmith. Claire Elizabeth DeVries. Angela K. Dial. James Royal Doran IV. Dunlap. Dylan Thomas Eberhardt. Marisha Nicole Edgehazy. Erin Ann Eldridge. Carrie Jo Eller. Scott Anthony Emmerich. Andrew Paul Erb. Travis Martin Falls. Joshua Charles Farmer. Mike Filippello. Allison Claire Finster. Sabrina Leanne Fisher. Scott Andrew Flegel. Eric Fulkerson. Derek Charles Fulmer. Sylvia Gatner. Sam Garcia. Nicole Marie Garrick. Melissa Ann Gill. Ryan Patrick Gillespie. Daniel Edward Leisner. Erin Michelle Goddard. Nicole Lynn Good. Larry Joel Grant. Daniel Allen Graves. Jennifer Ann Gray. Jessica Marie Rose. Julia Joseph Guidey. Enrique Andreas Guzman. Seth Bradley Haynes. Carrie Ann Hands. Nikki Michelle Harper. Charity Ann Harrison. Rachel Gail Hartman. Timothy Lee Hartz Jr. Patrick David Hasbrook. Tony Nicole Howard. Randy Nicole Hayes. Aaron Douglas Heimbecker. Courtney Blair Henry. Jonathan Edward Heroy. Heather Delane Hillebrand. Jeffrey Allen Hitchcock Jr. Sean Philip Holliday. Eric Benjamin Holt. Andrea Nadine Horban. Katie Marie Horvath. Douglas Timothy Timothy Hubbard. Kristen J. Hudson. S. Timothy Johnson. Brittany Nicole Johnson. Jacob Daniel Josbiak. Sarah Marie Keeley. Ryan Matthew Keaton. Nicholas Ryan Princess. Christopher Kindig. Brittany Marie Kite. Nicole Marie Kaiser. Zachary Klein. Amanda Jane Coleridge. Michael Kolowitz. Suzanne Marie Koslak. Rose Kovach. Justin Robert Kowalski. Megan Marie Kuznets.
Cynthia Alice Landis. Emily Ingrid Lauber. Rhiannon Marie Lesenby. Brian Charles Lehman. Hannah Linsky. Amanda Jo Leonansky. Christine Leese. Andrea Marie Logan. Ashley M. Long. Tiffany N. Lovin. Joel Ryan Ludwig. Brian F. Lutz. Abby M. Livers. Sean Edward Mays. Sean A. Mariel. Angie Martinez. Brandon M. Marzine. Patrick J. Mashke. Rachel Lynn Matherly. Justin Douglas Mathers. Michael McDougal. Shannon Renee Mead. Aaron Michael Medlin. Kristen Dawn Meyer. Mitchell Jonas Michaels. Peter Ludwig Schnell. Timothy Schroeder. Lucas Scott. Dustin Lee Siders. Lacey Simmons. Christina Rebecca Sisk. Ryan Michael Skaggs. Musa Yasser Chauvin. Ashley Ann Smith. Lindsay Marie Smith. William Elliott Smith. Brittany Ann Sobrowski. Gregory Lynn Somerville II. Jamie Lee Spite. Andrew Vandeputty. Jennifer Ann Mina. Jeremiah Mina. Joanna L. Vonderheide. Jeremy DeBurle Ware. Christina Marie Watkins. Erica Ray Weaver. Andy Weber. Brianna Lynn Weist. Ryan Ray Wirtz. Laurel Kristen West. Benjamin Allen White. Gerald White. Kaylee Marie White. Thomas Ray Whitehead II. Ashley Ann Whitfield. Brandon Christopher Williams. Christopher Jack Williams. Curtis Willingham. Mandy Renee Womack. Renee Michelle Cecilia Woodward. Sarah Ann Wirtz. Nicole Marie Yakey. Ashley Lynn Young. Matthew Ryan Zillman.
First of all, I want to congratulate the class of 2004. Thank you for honoring your word today. And you and only you know what I'm talking about. Thank you very much. This is the conclusion of our ceremony. I wish to offer two things to you. Just two things. I want to say, first of all, I want to wish you two things that all the money in the world can't buy. Your health, I wish you good health for the rest of your life, and true happiness. Thank you very much. And now, officially, you are graduating to return your tassels.